Okay, I'm here with JB at BPCon 2022. Wanted to give you guys perspective. So JB was working in corporate America and made the decision to actually depart from corporate America and go full-fledged into real estate. So I'd love to hear what gave you the confidence to jump in all into real estate?
I would say bigger pockets actually give me a lot of that confidence. I was able to learn a lot through podcasts, through literally what we're doing right now, which is trying to educate people, get good tips. And I would say I also built a backup plan where I had a lot of money saved. So I was about 23 years old and I had saved about $100,000 to actually be able to go full-time into entrepreneurial perspective.
Wow. So saved 100,000.
Yeah.
So what gave you the discipline to do that?
I'm pretty frugal in general, so I just don't spend a lot of money. Now I spend a lot more because I made it a little bit more, but I was very frugal. I'm from France originally, and I feel like people don't have the credit cards like they do here, and so I was just very frugal, not spending more money than I was making, saving, paying myself first, so saving, 30-40% of my income, and I think that really helped me build that.
Nice.
Blanket.
So you kind of created your own blanket or your own, I was going to say your own parachute to kind of cast out of there. But what gave you the confidence? So now you've got a little bit of a parachute, but you don't have consistent income coming in. And did you have concern of well, shoot, what if I burn through all this? Or what else, anything else you'd add that gave you that confidence that, hey, I'll figure this out?
Yeah. So I started a photography company. So I started a photo and video company, and I was just kind of testing out if it was going to work out. So at that time I lived in New York, and I spent the first 3 months. So I quit my job in corporate America, which was I worked for a software company in New York, and before that I was working for Coca-Cola and Sony in Paris. And so I quit that, and I gave myself about 3 months to make it, basically. So I was really just taking photos of people, and building a portfolio, and that helped me, get money from clients. Hey, this is my portfolio, pay me to do this. And now fast forward, 7 years later, where this company has, about 40 photographers and videographers.
Wow.
My wife runs it full time, and about 5 years ago, I started investing in real estate, and so I'm not involved in the photography company at all anymore, but I use all the cash flow to buy real estate.
Love it, man. So you invested in yourself, you believed in yourself, and you had confidence, you did the education, you had the parachute. I love it.
Exactly.
Okay. The other thing I was going to ask you is you have a unique business model when it comes to working out, buying direct from sellers and creating a win-win. I'd love to share that with us.
Yeah, exactly. So what we do is we actually help homeowners flip their home to sell it renovated for the highest price possible. And so we come in, we front the renovation cost, we manage all the contractors, and then at the end of the transaction, we split the profit with the homeowner. So instead of looking for a distressed owner, buying the house, and then flipping it, keeping all the profit, we actually help those homeowners. We front the cost and we split that profit with them.
Love it. And my big question was how do you get those people comfortable with that? Probably people you've never met, comfortable basically partnering with you on their home.
Yeah, well, good question. A lot of people actually think it's too good to be true. They're like, well, you're going to help me sell my home for more. So I think just telling them our story and how we started this business is super helpful. So the story is about 2 years ago, one of our friends, her name is Heather, she lives in Oakland, and her mom lived in Arlington in Texas. And her mom passed away due to COVID, and unfortunately she went to see the house, and the house was in really bad shape, lots of different maintenance, just not good. And on her way back to Oakland, she got a call from the bank, and the bank told her, hey, your mom hasn't paid her mortgage in 6 months. She owed back property taxes, and you owe $7,000, right? Which was not a ton of money, but Heather, our friend, doesn't have any money. And so she gave the house away to the bank. And we were like, oh my gosh, what if a company had been there to actually know what to do, front the renovation costs, and help her just save her legacy and split the profit with that homeowner. She could have really saved her mom's memories and all that, and just walked away with a lot more money.
Yeah, saved all that. You could have saved all that equity that her mom had worked for in that property. Yeah. Man, that's a cool story to really catapult it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Good. Okay, so JB just told us about that kind of creative business model that you guys started. So what are your plans for 2023 for growth?
So I'd say my plans right now, what we're doing with the business is we're actually franchising our model. So instead of us, doing it all and creating offices in different markets, we were like, what if we empower real estate agents and wholesalers to actually do what we're doing, right? And they already go to homeowners, they already talk to them. What if instead of saying, hey, I'll buy your house for this amount, what if they could say, I'll buy your house for this amount, or I can help you renovate it and sell it for even more. And so we're franchising our model. Right now we have 5 franchises sold. We have 1 in Las Vegas, we have 1 in Houston, 1 in South Dallas, and a couple other more. And this is, I'd say, what we're doing for 2023. Also, what's super important is our team right now, where we've built a really solid team where me and my co-founder, we have 3 full-time people who are VP of operations. We have someone specifically in charge of underwriting, and then we have a sales team in Colombia as well, who helps us, reach more people. So really growing that team, raising capital from venture capitals as well to be able to grow the business even more instead of just being self-funded completely, and then expanding through franchises.
Wow, yeah, such big upside, cool business model. JB, where can the people find you?
You can find us at reupliving.com, and our Instagram is reupliving as well. And if you want to see our photography company that I was talking about as well, it's JBJ Pictures, and that's how I was able to really build wealth. Build cash flow to really build wealth through real estate. And now my wife runs it, and we just blew up on social media with I think 3 million views today on just a random reel. So building that cash flowing machine, then really doing anything you want with real estate, and then building wealth is pretty much how I did it.
Awesome. So hopefully JB inspired you to maybe make that leap full-time into real estate, or could even be part-time. Also went over a really cool creative strategy to buying real estate. So if you're interested, reach out.
Thank you.